Okay, so I'll run through this, how to do a table, and then you can have a look at it later when you're ready. So basically, under the annotate, there's tables, click table, and there's options in here. Basically, there's a standard table sort of style there. I would just change it, so if we're creating an item list, I'll go a new one here, and I'll go item list. And we'll start with this standard one, much like you do with the dimensions. So let's go continue. And now we're modifying the item list table. And you can set any settings you like. Now here at the top we've got like data. So whatever happens down here in the text section is actually for the data section, which is basically the general information you put in here. You can also modify the header and the title. So if we start with the title, for example, do we want a 6mm tool? Well, maybe only 5 is enough. And so also with the style, you might not want the standard text style. You might want to create a new one for your notes or something like that you might want to use. Standard I don't like using often. I'll do a new one starting with the annotative, so I'll do a new one and I'll call it notes or something like that, and I'll go OK. If you've got one to use, then it's fine. Notes is annotative already, so that's fine. And we're going to make it nothing else needs to change in here, so go close, and I'll just make sure notes is the current one. So that's for that. In the general, it's whether the text is middle, center, and whatever else, that's fine. We can always change that later. Borders we don't worry about. So let's go with the header next, which is these things here. We're going to go with the text, make sure it's on the notes this time, and we'll make that maybe 3.5. And then we will go, just click here for a minute, then go down to data, or up to data. 4.5 is too big, let's go 2.5, and we'll go with the notes again. So there's basically, once we set it up, we don't have to worry about it in the future, especially if you put it in your template file. So if we go OK now, no, you can have it so it goes down or up from below. So if you're doing amendments block, you might want to reverse it this way, but for items it's fine, it's down. So let's go OK there. And now it will basically set with that. We'll go close. We'll just go item list set current and close. So now all we have to do is work out how many rows we want and how many columns. So we want like an item. We want a description, a quantity, and a description. So we probably want 3 columns. Sorry, 30. And the width, that's fine. And then we want how many rows. We just put as many as you want. You can just add to them later. Row height 1 lines. Okay, let's go. I'm not sure about that one there. Go OK anyway. And here it comes. There it is. We'll put it in. Immediately asks us to put a title. We'll call it item list. And OK. And then it goes on to the next. I'll just click out here for a minute. So there's my item list. Now you can actually muck around. If I can just click in here and click in here again, this is how we'll make it a bit smaller. So we'll make it that wide there. So that's only for the item number, and then the quantity will be in here. So that'll be about that big as well. Oops. And then the description. So I'll click in here. This one I might make a bit bigger this way, for example. So quantity, we'll put in 1. Sorry, item. So this is the header now. So go number. So for item number. So that's probably 2. Let's just change that. Number. Now it's not wide enough, so it's just doing that. So let's just maybe I'll make it that wide. And quantity. Oops. Something like that. We'll put whatever you want in there. And description. So number 1 might be base, and it will have only one of those, and it's base or something like that. Okay, if you don't like it that it's centered there, you can change it in the main style, or you can change it individually by clicking in here and going right click, and then you can go to alignment and make it like left. Basically that's the table. If you want to add another row, you just click here, anywhere you want to put it, right click, then insert row above or below. So we insert a row below, it puts another one. If I put right click, insert row above, does that. So that's how you do a table. Okay, I'll stop that recording.